babe, you got it. Good girl, yes, good girl. Billy fell down the stairs yesterday. I didn't see all of it, but I heard it. Yes, you bub. She fell down the stairs, so now she's scared of going down the stairs. But we're gonna go for a walk, and I'm gonna go to yoga because I'm trying to reset myself on healthy habits for November. And then we're gonna spend the day together. Yeah. I need to put your lead on. Yes. Hello, good morning. Happy Saturday. Oh, you wanna come say hi? When I talk to the camera, she's like, "You talking to me? You better be talking to me." Now she's humping my leg, I think. Me and Bill are solo gals this weekend. Jai's away for work. He's away for work a lot this month. It's pathetic, but when he goes away, I lose my mind a bit. And it's not because I'm like a sad, lonely woman. I do miss him, but it's more that I lose all of my routines because no one's like, "We gotta go to bed now." No one cooks me my meals. Like I can find that often I just like don't go to bed, and so then everything gets thrown out. So I'm trying to set myself up for success this week. I thought we could do that together and have a wholesome day. The weather is shite. So what did I put on my to-do list? I want to go to Orange Grove Markets, which is not too far from here, but it's pretty grey outside. Let's check Rain Parrot. It says there's going to be moderate rain in 40 minutes. I could just wear a rain jacket and cop it, or I could just go to an indoor shops. You know what? I actually need coffee. I'm going to make coffee first and then we can sit down and plan the day. This has been my new obsession lately, just an apple diced up with Greek yogurt and some seeds. Billy also likes yogurt and apples and standing in frame. My mind's all over the place. Essentially, I can't get Lily Allen's album out of my head. My girls' group chat is, both of them are going bananas. I went to the pub last night with a friend, came home, was taking my makeup off, just like screaming Pussy Palace. I'm like pissed off at my boyfriend for having butt plugs in our spare apartment. She's just so good at storytelling that I'm like angry. So basically today is going to be a really cozy day in, but I do know that I need to like get groceries and get my plan the week a bit will make me feel better. So I really just want to spend today like getting on top of my shit, really. I'm going to try and do some things that will make me feel organized in the first part of the day and then relaxed in the second part of the day. So I've been to yoga, I'm having breakfast, I've walked Billy. I can't be bothered getting ready because it's gonna rain. So once I finish this, I'm gonna go to the markets and get some groceries. I've written a bit of a list. I was in Byron last week and my friend's partner works at Bayleaf Cafe. If you've been up to Byron, you might know it. It's like one of the more popular cafes. I've been there a few times, but on the menu was this salad that was, they called it a tabbouleh salad, I think, which it wasn't, but it was like herbs, there were green olives in it, cranberries, buckwheat, seeds, and I would like to recreate that. And I've got a few bits. I've got like some celery and sweet potato in the fridge that I should just like maybe meal prep something with. So prep my food for the week so that I don't just eat eggs and bread, which is what I do when Jai goes away. I saw this Greek yogurt, freeze peanut butter and Greek yogurt together and then coat it in chocolate. The other things I need to do are ironing. So I am not someone that irons. I would buy clothes specifically that didn't need ironing, or I just ignore it if they did. I'm really happy with everything in my wardrobe at the moment. I don't want to buy anything more, but I want to present myself better. And I do think ironing is one way of taking care of my clothes that I just don't do. So when we've been doing washing, I've been keeping this basket instead of putting them away, and it just means the upstairs is a mess because I haven't actually then done the ironing part. So I'm going to do that, which is so boring to talk about and probably boring to watch. I might go and get a body scan. I don't weigh myself, but I do these intermittent body scans. It tells you like your body fat percentage and that sort of stuff rather than just your weight and your skeletal muscle mass. And I find that a lot more helpful to track. I've definitely put on weight lately. I've been off my habits and routines and stuff, and that's fine, but I am in this like motivated space at the moment. So maybe I'll do that to get back in the swing of things. So let's hang out. that was a success. I went to the markets and the rain held off and I got there at 11:30. I think that must be the peak time to go because the flower guy does 2 for $20. So I got some lilies and some whatever that is. Hey Bubba, off. So I've never done a grocery haul before, but let's do it. You can't do that. No, What I should have done is I sometimes use this app called Clove. It's really good for meal planning. They have recipes on there, or you can add a link to recipes that you want to add, or you can create your own. And then you add them to your plan. Once you've added them to your plan, so for example, I added a salad there, then it gives you your grocery list. And I should have kind of planned before, kind of thinking I'll just do salads for the most part, because if I made like a big pasta that I would have for 4 nights in a row, I just think I'll get sick of it. So I kind of had a few particular recipes in mind, or like ideas in mind. I think I'm just gonna, I can't even remember what I bought. So I'll do a little grocery haul, never done that before. And then maybe this evening when I'm doing a bit of planning on the couch, I'll plan out my meals and just make sure that there's nothing else that I need. This is the stuff I got at the market. So it's a shame it's in plastic. I feel like mushrooms aren't even meant to be in plastic. But this was just on the little $2 sale table. Thought I could chuck them in something. Carrots, a bag of spinach and a bag of rocket, bag of apples, a couple of avocados, dill and some mint. I've got some parsley already in the fridge. Can't remember how much I have actually. Maybe I should have got parsley. I used to think herbs were a bit of an unnecessary splurge, but they actually completely change a meal and they were like $2 each. Cherry tomatoes, a cucumber, some pumpkin. I have some sweet potato left over, so I'm thinking maybe tonight I'll like cube it and put it in the air fryer or roast it up and just have it to be able to chuck in salads. And I got some watermelon. I probably didn't need to get that. It was kind of a panic purchase. I've been really loving watermelon lately, but in this weather, hopefully it warms up this week. I went to Aldi and got some laundry concentrate. I will need to remember to only put a half a cap in. It's obviously better for the planet to have concentrates rather than them transporting water that you can just add yourself. So I'll just need to remember to not use like as much as I normally would. Green olives and some cranberries because I want to try and make that salad that I had up in Byron, or a variation of it. Some cottage cheese. This was a bit of a impulse purchase. I want to be trying to eat a bit more protein, so frozen spinach, I better chuck that in the freezer. I'm thinking maybe I could mix the frozen spinach and cottage cheese and get some ricotta and make like a cannelloni pasta bake type thing. And I got some tofu. I got some high protein pasta. I have tried this one before and I actually quite like it. Like I do like it more than the pulse type ones, like the chickpea pasta or whatever. But I have been wondering recently, or been thinking recently, I do have fatigue issues and that might be the source of my kind of focus and scatterbrain issue type stuff. And I was speaking to someone who, one of their main symptoms of gluten intolerance was fatigue. So I don't have any other, like I don't really have digestive problems very often. I might trial a gluten-free diet. This isn't gluten-free, but maybe next shop I'll try and do a fortnight gluten-free and see if that makes me feel any more energetic. Got some coffee beans, and this is my favorite brand of yogurt. Anything else? And then the other errand I did was, I was talking about the body scan. I went and did that. I'll show you what it looks like. You stand on this machine and like it's through electric pulses that it gets these different measurements and stuff. And it tells you, so my weight has gone up, but my skeletal muscle mass has gone up and my body fat percentage has gone down a bit. Not compared to where I was in December last year. Well, my muscle mass is higher than it was last year, but so is my body fat percentage and my weight. So I put on a bit of fat, but that's fine. I don't tend to like obsess much over these things, but it is interesting to me. And it's a lot more interesting to me than just standing on a scale and being 3 kilos heavier and being like, oh shit, but that's not actually the full picture. And they also give you like an overall health score and your visceral fat level. So that's apparently the fat that's around your liver and the fat that you mainly have to worry about as far as health goes. And that has come down for me. So that's good. I've got a high bone mineral content. But yeah, I just like having these as a kind of benchmark check-in every now and then. Now, I'm desperate for a shower. I'm also hungry and it's gonna rain this afternoon. I'm trying to decide whether to take Bill out and then have a shower because it's like pretty muddy out there. And then I can just have like a full, like get all cozy. I might do that, go give her a big, because she'll need a bath as well after she runs around in the mud. I'm gonna put this away, have some lunch, take her to the park, then have a shower and just like do my home errands. That was lucky. I also bought chocolate chips, but I put them in my handbag. I'm thinking of making either those peanut butter yogurt bites or like chocolate coconut balls, or I could make cookies with the cranberries. I don't know, we'll see if I can be booked tonight. I am such a whiny baby, but I don't want to do it. Oh, I should show you. So I've been letting all of this pile up and all this stuff. Will you do it, Bill? I've taken baby Bill out. She's had a shower. I've had a shower. I've laid on my phone on my bed and scrolled on my phone for a while. There's nothing else to do but iron all this crap. If I do that, maybe I'm allowed to go get a bottle of wine. Or actually, I also have some packages that I picked up from the post office so I can open them. If you, like, I know how to iron. I used to do it when I was a kid because I thought it was fun, but now I just find it really boring. So if you have any tips about how to make it more effective, like should I use a certain spray? I think I need to get a proper ironing board. I just want to make it easy for my clothes to look better. I do have a steamer, but I find that it doesn't get it very crisp. So if you have ways to make this more enjoyable, let me know. All right, no more procrastinating. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of hated that. It took a long time. It's 7:15 now, and I think I started at 5. But I am really glad it's done. I have long-term financial goals. For example, I'd like to be able to renovate this house so we have a spare room for friends. But the two key ones now, there was one key one. It was that I wanted to be able to afford a weekly cleaner. And the second one is now that I want to pay someone to iron my clothes. So that's good to know. If you're not learning, you're not living. I'm gonna go get some wine and then start thinking about dinner. What have we got, Bill? So I've had some deliveries. Okay, this isn't like sponsored. Bull in a China shop. I don't know what's what. These are just things that I'm gonna open that one last. It's from Depop, so it'll be disappointing if it's shit, but it's the one I'm probably most excited about. Question, if you're based in Australia, I have been keeping aside things that are difficult to recycle, like batteries and whatever, and I know where to recycle all of those, but soft plastics, I thought you could take to supermarkets, and I tried to drop all my soft plastics recently and I couldn't, so like I don't know how to dispose of this other than putting it in the bin. Oh, I think this is the brick. So this is a brick. Basically, it's like a physical barrier for using certain apps. So you put it somewhere in your house and you have to tap your phone onto it. I don't know where my phone is at the moment. And I saw someone, I've seen a few people actually really recommend it now. I have like a time limit for Instagram on my phone, but I just ignore it every time. As I've mentioned a few times, I've been trying to work on my relationship with my focus and distraction, and I'm sure social media has a big role to play. There's obviously mindless scrolling, but for me, because I create things, the main cycle that keeps me distracted is the like dopamine loop of getting a notification. And I don't have notifications on, but that means that 1 out of 10 times that I open each one of the apps, there'll be a notification and I get that bing dopamine hit. I will often just mindlessly open it. I'll go like emails, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and just like cycle those to check if I've got any notification. You know, if I'm working on something for my job and there's a bit of friction, I'll just find that I then go and do those things because I think my brain is looking for a dopamine hit. So people have really recommended this because you have to go and physically tap on and tap off. I have a habit that I track, which is not using my phone until I've left the house in the morning, which I really like because it means that I am encouraged to go for a walk, and then the moment I go for a walk, I can check my phone. But it might be that I want to keep those apps turned off until I'm back from my walk, because I'd also like to go for a walk and have a clear head. And, you know, I'd still have Spotify enabled and maybe ABC News, but not Instagram. So it's this. I assume it might be magnetic. I'm going to have a bit of a chill in a second, just watch TV. So I'll like set this up while I'm doing that. But I'm excited. And that was really quick shipping, actually. I'm not affiliated with them at all. Maybe I'll email them and ask if I can get a discount code for you guys. If I get one, I'm sure I won't have it by the time I publish this video, but if I get one, I'll put it in the description. This is the best sunscreen. The Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun Rice and Probiotics. I use this every day and mix it in with an SPF skin tint. And, oh shit. Sorry, I just realised I'd forgotten to give Billy dinner and she vomits bile when she's hungry. Yeah, this is the best SPF. I don't know, I just used it, this is probably like, maybe for over a year now. I really like it, doesn't break me out. I don't like when they send lollies, I don't like lollies. Then that would mean this one's from Mecca. It's just crazy that you can spend quite a lot of money to get not much. But I just had to reorder some things that are like holy grails of mine that have run out. This is the Bumble and Bumble dry shampoo powder. I really like it because it's also kind of like a volumizing powder. I wasn't sure if I was going to reorder it and I tried to not for a bit and then I realized I missed it. So this I think is in my holy grail list. Same with the Westman Atelier contour stick, I guess it's called. I use it as like a bronzer. I have the blush as well, but I've only ever had, I have one blush and it's still not gone, and this is my third one of these. But it, there's heaps left in the component afterwards. So I've kept my old ones and I've tried to smush them together, but I need to find a better way. I needed a travel size shampoo and conditioner, so I got this travel kit because it ended up cheaper and it means I have a travel dry shampoo and heat protected. So I got the Living Proof one. I've only ever used their dry shampoo before and I did like it. It's really annoying with things like dry shampoo because they can be so expensive and you're like, it's pretty much talcum powder, but I do like them better. I like the way my hair feels afterwards more. And then this is my Depop order. I've kind of not been that interested in buying much stuff lately. I'm pretty happy with my wardrobe, but I also sold some things after India on Depop. So I had money in my PayPal account. And then I saw these in my size, a little brown pointy flat. Yeah, they're cool. I'm happy with those. But even with an outfit like this where it's like a plain white t-shirt and some black pants, if they weren't trackies, if they were like slacks for a work meeting, dresses up a very casual outfit. I want to chill for a bit. I'm going to put on some Vanderpump Rules. I want to make this white bean dip. I can't remember if I mentioned that before. It's 7:30 now. I might like chill for an hour. I'm not hungry. I kind of had lunch late. I'm gonna watch some Vanderpump Rules. Hopefully I'm gonna be motivated to make the dips and whatnot. I think I'm just gonna have like a Greek salad for dinner.
Previously on Vanderpump Rules.
About a week later, I
did in fact cheat.
Okay, so I'm just setting up the Brick app. So I'm approving screen time. But basically you go through, it's like glowing. You choose the apps. So say, oh, I'm gonna do Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Kind of fun. Hey, I think they're the main ones for now. Like you could do Messenger and email and stuff, but that's not, I think I want this more for like work. Okay, complete setup. Okay, go grab your brick. Oh, okay. So I've been bricked. I tap it, press unbrick device and tap it. And then it's, okay, I'm gonna brick this to see if I can like watch TV without getting distracted.
He hit me first, Tristan.
I know.
You got smelly breath.
Not involved, but it's just like breaking out, and there's girls involved, just breaking.
Why does my Google Home say it's 5:30? Oh, I reckon I know why. My Google Home saying it's 5:30 when it's actually 8:30, but I think it's connected to Jai's Google account and Jai's in Perth. I think you have shit on you. Okay. Things that we are gonna cook. Also, the brick's going well. It's been 49 minutes that I wouldn't have checked Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube on, but I've still been able to like look at recipes and things like that. So that's good, because I feel like the idea of going phone free wouldn't really work for me, because I always need to check things or message people or whatever, which means I then habitually go on those apps. But this is good because it just blocks those apps. Anyway, I'm gonna make a Greek salad for dinner. The white bean dip, I realized I need to soak the beans overnight, so I'll prep everything for that. I'm gonna make those yogurty peanut butter things if I have everything, and I want to roast the sweet potato and pumpkin so that I just have like bits in the fridge for salads this week. I think I want to listen to Lily Allen's new album again. Hey Google, play West End Girl album by Lily Allen. Pause the music. Realized that I was meant to freeze these for 2 hours. The recipe I looked at said 20 minutes, but another one said 2 hours, which seems more reasonable before you then coat it. And to be honest, I cannot be bothered melting chocolate tonight. So this will be a treat for tomorrow, but I must say the mixture of yogurt, peanut butter, and honey, yum. I was just cooking and I come back to the couch and there are these here. It's just when she goes to her own toy basket and picks out her toys to just play with them, I'm like, she's literally just a baby. Anyway, I've made my enormous salad. It's kind of like a mix between a Greek and a nut sauce salad, which we discovered in Greece. That sounds so wanky. Put capers in it and rusk bread and anyway, I just put some stuff in it to bulk it out. But thank you so much for spending the day with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I ended up being a lot more productive than I think I would have if I wasn't filming, so I should probably do this more often. Let me know if you have any ironing tips or if there's anything you would like to see in future videos.